wonder if there's a way to always approach life in order to always be happy. Personally, I can always be found smiling. My life isn't necessarily perfect. No life is really supposed to be. But I believe that this mindset that I usually tend to use for when bad things and for when good things happen to me has been able to help me throughout my life. So I will be discussing this throughout this vlog. So the first step is for whenever something good happens to us. I think it's very good to be thankful for it. They say that gratitude is the right attitude, and I do believe it's true, because whenever we have any opportunity and we are thankful for it, we'll make the best out of that opportunity, and that allows us to see a blessing in our lives that we wouldn't see if we didn't do that. Therefore, the best way to find things that you're thankful for is just by every time you go to sleep or whenever you get up in the morning, say the 3 things that you're thankful for, and only then you will realize those blessings that you have in front of your eyes. One example that I can think of that I managed to be thankful for an opportunity was when I started to go to the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. This school is one of the best schools for people with disability, because they have this special dorm where about 20 residents with different disabilities, they all live there together, and they have 3 disability specialists that help you hire personal assistants that are typically pre-med students or just the students that are looking for a part-time job to do in school. And these personal assistants, they usually help you with shifts that range for an hour. It's usually daily life tasks, is like going to the bathroom or getting showered, getting dressed, or just feeding you meals. So yeah, that's basically how the program worked. And if you're a student like in Illinois that gets into the program and has good grades, they get to be a part of that program for free. And I was one of those lucky people that got to go to that school for free. And I immigrated from Mexico, and in Mexico I would have never had an opportunity to be part of such a great program. And one of the ways that I was able to make the best out of it was just by getting to know the people in the dorm. There was a lot of kids that had the same disability as me, and just basically being able to talk to them about our struggles that we're all going through built a very good support system that I currently still have. I am friends with a lot of them, and I know that for my whole life we're always gonna be friends, and we're always gonna be able to reach out to each other. And I just got more familiar with aspects about my own disability. A lot of them had to use this breathing device at night, and one of them just got me very comfortable about being able to use it, and just gave me tips on how to put it on so that it wouldn't be as uncomfortable. Basically, I was able to have fun and do good in school. I found my perfect balance, which it was something I was just really scared about not being able to find, and I was able to do it, and it was a great opportunity, and I think I made the best out of it. I graduated this past May. The second step is for when something bad happens happens to us. I think the best way to approach this is simply just by recognizing, like, if you made a mistake or fail at something, recognizing what was wrong about that experience and what made it go wrong. That way, being able to recognize that is the single act of courage that is very important for us, because whenever something bad happens and we're able to just simply say, I should have not said this, or I should have not done this, that will help you not stumble with the same rock all over again. So that's how I can see that allowing us to grow again. In my personal life, I can think of one time where I recognized that I was doing bad, and eventually it led me into where I wanted it to be. It made it seem not that bad after all, because eventually I got what I was looking for. So this example is when I was in high school. I was usually in the hallways just having fun and always being late to class, and I just wasn't focusing on studying. I would just study like in study hall, or I just wouldn't pay much attention to my classes in that time. When I originally applied to the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, I didn't get in because of how low my GPA was, and in that moment I felt pretty sad, because I was just really looking forward to leaving my house, being able to live on my own and just experience the college life. And I was just very sad, but I was like, I need to change and I need to focus on my school and try my best, and I think it will eventually pay off. That's what I said in my head back then, and I tried my best at my community college that I went for 2 years, and eventually, after a lot of hard work and dedication, I got into the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, which is essentially what my dream was, and it all worked out in the end. And just being able to focus throughout those 2 years just taught me how I should study, and it just made me find my balance later on too, because I was able to have fun while I was in school and still do good in school. So I ended up getting the best of both worlds. In life, things can either go well or go bad. So I believe this mindset will help anyone that's going under any type of circumstances. That's why I think it's valuable to keep in mind. Right now, since I'm fresh out of college, I had to apply to various different jobs. And usually when I go to an interview, I think beforehand. I'm like, well, if I get in, then it's gonna be very good, because it's gonna be a good opportunity and I'm gonna be making good money, and I'll just try my best when I'm in that position. And then I think if I don't get the job, then I'll at least get interview experience, and I'll get to learn up from the experience in order to eventually become better at interviews. So I think it's good mentality, and usually I ask the interviewer at the end of each interview what would make me a better candidate, and that usually allows me to be able to tell what I did wrong and what I can improve on for the next time. In the comments below, feel free to drop any mindset that helps you guys cope with any given circumstances in life. I'm always willing to learn more and find out about new ideas that might help anyone out there. My name is Anuar Escutia Ponce de Leon. I am a University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign graduate. I did my bachelor's in communications and I did my minor in social work. Therefore, I have an interest for personal development type of stuff, and that's why one of the reasons I decided to make this channel. Throughout my life, I have learned many lessons and I have read about many of them in a lot of books that I've read throughout my life, whether it's in classes or just for fun. I created this channel to share any life truths that I believe to be true. I invite you guys to subscribe to this channel if you guys want to learn how to overcome challenges. These challenges that I will mostly be talking about are related to family communication, achieving goals, interpersonal communication, career development, disability, immigration type of issues, in finding yourself and acceptance.